So I just quit my job today at work. Yeah, it's crazy. So my so-called boss, and I don't like that terminology because I really despise working for people. So it's kind of hard for me when people call him my boss or whatever. But my instructor, he he is indecisive, I should say, because he's old, and old people, they, you know, they don't really always remember, stuff that they say one thing but they mean another, you know, type thing. If you know what I mean. So, as you know, I lay tiles. I do flooring. Now that's what I currently do. I used to do deck remodeling, but now I'm laying flooring and tiles and stuff. And he teach me how to do it. I mean, I've done it before, but he teach me professionally. Well, not, yeah, professionally, but from his point of view and how he was taught, and from me doing it. And I was following through, but apparently I was doing it. I was taking too long, but I was doing it perfect. So he wanted to rush me, and with me being rushed, at the end result, cement on the tiles that was getting dried up. I couldn't be able to wipe them off because he wanted me to finish the cement, and it's a long story. Well, I'll explain it to you. So when you're laying tiles down, after a while, you want to shine it or use something called grout to make sure you lay in between it to make it look pretty and level and all that. So that's what I was doing. I was grouting the tiles, and he, when you're grouting tiles, you use something called, it's like a cement type mixture that you use. And instead of me doing a certain amount of tiles, then wiping it off to make sure I get off all the cement so they don't stand up and dried up, he wants me to finish the cement, make sure the cement doesn't drop, and do all the tiles at once. And I don't really like talking back with people, even though, well, I know I'm right, so I follow through it. I listen to him. He's my instructor, so I don't like really arguing with people. So I did what he asked me for the whole couple of hours. Meaning I'm telling him that I gotta go home because I got schoolwork and stuff to do and all that. And he's old, so he says one thing, he doesn't know another. So that's what's going on. You know, I finished my job. I'm doing it, and I'm showing him at the end of the day, like, this wouldn't have happened. I didn't explain that to him because I just don't like arguing, but I gave him a gesture like this wouldn't have happened. The tiles wouldn't got all rusty and crusty and looking disgusting for people to walk on if he would have let me continue doing what I was doing, even though it would have took longer, but would have been perfect. I mean, I could have sped up, a little bit, but me doing all that at once and stuff, that was, very idiotic and ignorant. So before I left, I scraped the towel and dried it off. I cleaned it up as best as I could, but I told him I had to leave, and tomorrow I'll fix it. I'll clean it, but he wants to catch an attitude and call my mom, who's the contractor for their business, and da 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 and stuff. And now I'm between it. So now I'm in a position that tomorrow I have to drive an hour to apologize to him because of his mistakes. And the only thing that's really that wants me to do it is because it's my mom's job and I don't want to make her look bad. But at the same token, I don't feel comfortably lying to him, nor to myself, most importantly, about something that could have been resolved from the get-go. And it's just crazy to me how value, currency, can really change a person um, mindset, I should say. It's just, I don't know how people could ever stoop so low, losing their dignity and what shapes them to them best selves because of materialistic things. It's just crazy to me. And crazy this happened today, you know. I was gonna stick through it, work. I mean, I didn't like the guy to begin with, but I like to respect people. Even if I don't like them, I respect them. And that's what I was doing for all the time. Just working, learning a new skill, and just getting money into building until I be able to prosper on my own and myself, so I don't gotta work for nobody. That was my goal. Probably gotta find something else in the meantime, but if not, then I'm just gonna work as hard for me to get to the goal that I want to be next year. But with that being said, yeah, it's just crazy how value, currency can really change a person. And what I mean by not by the boss, but I'm saying like actions wise. My mom wants me to apologize, for her. I'm going to do it, but mentally, I don't feel comfortable lying to myself for that, and I don't know what to do about that. It's just a crazy world we live in now. I really want to change the world, to be honest with you. Shouldn't be living like this. Everything is over greed instead of respect, bond, and loyalty. People are fearful to doing the things that they want, misleading them and not letting them be happy in doing such because of that. I'm not like that. And I want to show the world that the world doesn't have to be like that either. The topic I wanted to really share with you guys, though, is put more value into your goals. And what I mean by that is you will accomplish things more, especially when you're at a downside or a setback, or if you don't really love it and you hate doing it. But once you start putting more value into it, like money or time, then you start to appreciate it more, and then you accomplish it. Let me give you a scenario. Before I had my wagon on this channel, I wanted a coupe, a two-door car instead of a wagon. I didn't really think it was a lame, but it was just I want to be one of those cool boy type things, but not like but for me, I feel like a coupe, that would just suit me. It looks good. I love coupes. That's what it was. It wasn't nothing really else. I was like, a wagon? Nah, I don't really want a wagon, man. But once I started putting more money into it, then I started appreciating it more. Then I wanted to learn more about it. I learned more cool tips and tricks. Then I learned other people that had the same car as me and what they done with it, and it inspired me to do things better and more. And I wouldn't trade my car right now for anything else, to be honest with you. Too many memories, too many fusses and hardships I went through it, just everything. Those materialistic things that you carry with you, that you share with you for a while, especially that you built from the ground up, it really expresses your creativity and how the people perceive you in the world. So remember that. And I'm not talking about, it can be sneakers or clothes. Anything that you made, it will carry on with you for the rest of your life, especially when you exploit them. So this value, put more value into things that you, in your goals, put more value into your goals. And yeah, that's really it. But crazy day today. Yeah, the only thing I'm frustrated about is that I gotta drive an hour tomorrow morning just to apologize to this dude. And I don't want to do it. I'll clean up, I'll do all that. I'm okay with doing that. But to apologize for something that wasn't my fault and out of my not I wouldn't say out of my control, but from your wisdom that you gave